Welcome to the Capital Spreads Weekly Update. Today is Wednesday the 15th of December 2010 and the December rally does continue this week. So far we're up just over 1% in the FTSE 100 and we started well really with some good data from China on Sunday evening, and also there was no surprise rise in interest rates, which was very, very good for the mining and resource sectors, which have done well, quite well so far this week. So they've driven the FTSE higher, and we've breached through the resistance level around 58.50, and we've tried to test the 2010 highs. We've had a look at 5900, haven't quite got up there, but it's not only been the China data that's assisted markets. We also had some good numbers from US retail sales yesterday, and so the American markets closed at their record highs for the year. And also the FOMC last night, we saw them mention that because of the situation of unemployment in America, they're going to keep the quantitative easing going. They're going to keep interest rates incredibly low for a very long time in order for the labour market there to recover. So a relatively good start to the week. Certainly recently in the UK, we've had some interesting numbers on the inflation front. Yesterday, again, inflation well above target, and at some point, because of the inflationary pressures that we're seeing at the moment, we've got rising commodity prices, we've got taxes due to go up next year. It's very unlikely inflation in the UK will actually come down, despite the UK having a struggling labour market as well. But so because of the high inflation, it's very unlikely that we will see further quantitative easing in the UK, that we probably won't see any rise in interest rates for quite a while, certainly probably not until the back end of 2011, and that's because today we had some relatively weak unemployment numbers. They weren't very good for the UK. We saw claim counts actually decline, but not as much as expecting. So it just goes to show that the labour market in the UK and the US still really struggling. So the current situation is that the FTSE is around 58.75, the Dow 11,440, and on the currency front, euro dollar is 133.00, cable 157.10, and gold just dipped below 1400 again, 1388. I thought we'd have a quick look at a chart, or the Eurodollar chart. My colleague, obviously Zaid, last week bringing this chart up and showing that there's quite a significant downtrend that formed. But earlier this week we saw a breakthrough above that trend line, and that was quite a significant and quite a bullish move for Eurodollar. But we haven't seen any follow through. So was that a false breakout, or was it a confirmed, but we haven't seen any confirmation of that breakout. So the strength just seems to have come to an end. So the previous resistance level around 132.75 to 80, that should be support. It's just below where we are at the moment. And of course we've got the key EU leaders meeting tomorrow, so that might give Eurodollar a bit of impetus. We may see that breakout confirm itself. Obviously at the moment market's just a little bit weaker because Moody's have said that they're reviewing Spain's credit rating, and again it doesn't look too good for Spain, who, if they receive a downgrade to their credit rating, it's just going to mean that their bond yields will spike. It's going to be very difficult, and of course we're just seeing those Eurozone fears re-emerge at the moment. So a little bit softer across all markets today. How are clients trading? Well, they continue to oppose the trend. They're short the FTSE. They were a lot shorter earlier, selling into the strength, and this little retracement is certainly helping them a little bit. They're very much long cable, and they are short Eurodollar, so that they feel that this breakout that I've talked about is probably not going to follow through. We'll see. Tomorrow will be key for the Eurodollar. And of course, as ever, they're long gold. So for the rest of the week, obviously the most important factor will be tomorrow's meeting of EU leaders. And then we're very much sort of not really too much to go by in the way of economic data. For the UK, we'll focus tomorrow on retail sales, and we'll see just how badly the recent weather in the UK has affected shoppers going to do their Christmas shopping. So that'll be a focus for the rest of the week. What's the theme this week? Well, it's very much the EU. We saw earlier in the week the EU release their bonus rules on bankers' bonuses, and then of course later this week we need to see a permanent resolution to this euro crisis. So tomorrow is a crunch day for the Eurozone, and that is certainly the theme of the week. We will see that the markets so far this week have been a little bit unsettled. The euro is not too sure where it should go. We'll definitely see tomorrow exactly what EU leaders plan to do with the Eurozone and whether they want to keep the euro and not see any breakup of the Eurozone. That's it for this week. As ever, do give us feedback, media@capitalspreads.com.